I never would have suspected that, of all the mothers in this wide world, I would be so profoundly moved by an elephant in a documentary. I have seen this particular elephant documentary so many times that I can quote the delicate voice of the female narrator as if I was plucking her punctuation out of thin air. We are following a single family of elephants on their journey across the Kalahari Desert, traveling across miles of dwindling wetlands. Life seems to peel away from everything, shriveling up and drying out as far as the eye can see. This elephant is Gaia, an incredibly fitting name for such a sacred creature. We see her wisdom in the way she frees a trapped calf from the slippery jaws of quicksand mud. It wasn't her baby, but in a way it was. She didn't care that it wasn't her baby. She wasn't going to let him die. The young elephants would avoid death that day, but not for long. Days or weeks later, the herd comes across the bones of an elephant that had died the year prior. The only way I can describe what we are seeing is a truly devout display of reverence for the cycle of life. Gaia's sister picks up a rib bone and shows it to her son, who was born around the same time this elephant died. This was the moment my mind began to wander. As I look upon the sleeping fruit of my body, I wonder how I would tell him of death. Things are born every moment. Animals and flowers are born again every spring. Life is in a forever cycle of starting new things. But death is so terribly rare, so strange that we would be so privileged as to bear witness to the end of a cycle. I think about how privileged I was to have known the people I did before they were gone. I think about how much I miss those who came before, how much they would love the here and now. I admire the way the sunlight sparkles in the eyes of my son as he watches fluttering green oak leaves. I think about how much my angels would have loved him, how he would have sat on Meme's bed, crunching away on sugar-free hard candy, while Shirley Temple loops on the big TV in the corner, or how far he would have walked the forest trails with Grandpa as they hunted for pine cones and chestnuts. And then, some part of me is bitter at the elephant in the documentary, who has the wisdom and the strength to share this tender moment of death so openly, whereas I can only cry at night, muffled by YouTube and the sounds of elephants in documentaries.